Hello, dear one. We are Laarkmaa. Please give us your heart song. What a lovely energy you have. You are moving through transition and changes. We can see many vibrant strands of energy all around you, and that you are interested in growing and expanding on your evolutionary journey. How may we be supportive of you?
I wish to express my love towards Laarkmaa because you seem to help me at a very important time to find my way.
We're so pleased that we're able to help you. We're very pleased to be able to sprinkle stardust and to energetically be around you whenever you call upon us. It is our love for you that makes this a great pleasure.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. We feel a lot of emotional energy in your field right now. This is touching your heart in a very deep way, is it not?
Yes.
That's good. Allow whatever you feel to be expressed, because all feeling states are there for a purpose, and whatever you are feeling is helping you to move to where you need to be next. We are pleased with this movement, and we are pleased that we can support and help you at this time where you need it.
Thank you. I felt such appreciation and such a change come about my soul from listening to you that I felt compelled to talk to you like this and just express my deep, deep love and appreciation and thanks for everything.
And the changes will continue, for you have made a soul choice to accelerate your evolution. You have made connection now with star beings who are around you to help support your growth and the choices that you make. You may already be feeling alterations in your physical field. You may be feeling that you're not relating to the third dimensional world in the same way that you have in the past. Does that feel true?
Yes.
Are you comfortable with these changes?
I am. Sometimes the changes are quite overwhelming, and sometimes I feel like I may be what has been referred to as the source of energy. This to me is something that I can't really comprehend at this state, but I also feel safe in the journey and the path that I'm on at the moment, and I feel like when the time is right, I will come to comprehend and understand what I'm truly here for.
That's the exact best attitude that you can possibly have in this time of confusion, growth, and evolution. Very well done, Daniel. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you. It's with the support of Laarkmaa and with the support of Pia and Cullen and lots of people. I call them, or I think of them as angels that are appearing around me. It's with all these supports that I'm able to move forward on this path. So thank you.
The acknowledgement and the gratitude that you feel causes those who are helping you to want to help you even more. For when you express your energy as gratitude and appreciation and acknowledgement of the help you receive, that amplifies the vibration in which you are living, and it is very comfortable and alluring for others who are helping to be in that energy field. It is much more comfortable and pleasant to be in that energy field than in one who is complaining or really sorrowful about their state of affairs. Even when you go through challenges, you seem to be able to appreciate that there must be some hidden message within the challenge to help you move forward. You don't seem to question it at a level that is harmful. You only question it through general curiosity, which is excellent. So you're doing a very, very good job.
Thank you. As I continue on this path, I feel like things continue to make more and more sense. And I've been listening to some of your talks in the past, and I've been learning from that and trying to keep those things in my mind, like breathing in love, breathing out trust, breathing in joy, breathing out compassion, do inner listening to my heart, and following the feelings that I feel from my heart. So thank you.
You're so welcome. You are, as you know already and have been told, but do not completely understand, you are energy. Every human being is energy. But when you acknowledge that you are energy and that you are the source of movement, choices, and everything that occurs in your life, your vibration becomes more free for you to experience whatever is necessary on your journey in service. For you are here and have chosen to be here at this time in order to evolve from your own soul's instructions and also to be of service to the planet as she becomes higher vibrational herself and moves towards ascension. So that attitude of knowing that you are source, that you are energy, and yet you don't understand how that's going to manifest is the perfect place to be at this moment.
Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to hear and what I felt like I would hear. So that's perfect. Thank you.
How can we support you? Do you have questions, or would you like a different perspective on some areas that you are dealing with? Does that make sense?
That makes total sense, and that actually feels like what I want to do from my heart. So that's great. Thank you.
That's very good.
Because I totally respect her, and I think she's a beautiful person. But yeah, this confusion was just eating away at me. But now that you've said that, that does make total sense.
So now you can see when the confusion comes up that it's coming from parallel lives, and that's what's causing it. And that will help you put things in perspective for the roles that each of you are playing now in this life.
Yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
You are a very loving and respectful person, Daniel. That's part of the core essence of who you are. You would never choose to do something that would harm another. And it's very good that you are questioning when you become confused in order to get clarity before you act or before you make a choice. That shows a sign of old soul age and a sign of evolutionary progress. This planet needs more men, people of the male gender, who have the attitudes of balance within the divine feminine and the divine masculine within who they are. People who can feel that energy of respect and nurturance and all the things that come from the divine feminine while still incorporating your masculinity and the divine masculine. You're good at that, and you will be an example for many.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll keep on this path and keep feeling from my heart. And thank you so much again for everything. It's just too much for me to say thank you for, but I feel like saying it over and over again.
The words are beautiful, and you may express them as often as you like, but we can feel the gratitude radiating out from your heart. So we know without the words what you are feeling. It's very wonderful. Do you have other questions or places where you need perspective?
I think at this point in time, I think that's all. I think that's really covered a lot of areas for me where I was unsure. And I think that's a good place for me to start moving forward and addressing these issues, I think.
We are willing to spend as much time with you as you need. There is no boundary because we don't live in time. So if you want to spend more time with us, we'll welcome the conversation in whatever direction it would like to go. It doesn't have to be simply answering questions. We can just talk heart to heart if you choose.
one other thing that I've been a little bit unsure about in terms of the future was because I'm noticing a duality that seems to be becoming clearer and ever present in the path moving forward, and that's a duality of nature versus science. For example, I've seen with Google's DeepMind how they've just conquered self-learning artificial intelligence, which is a major thing. The implications of that moving forward, artificial intelligence mixing with human conscious intelligence, and just also, I've felt this duality that's ever present between nature versus science, and what man can create and nature creates naturally by itself. And I'm just unsure if there's a sort of, not a war, but a conflict between the two paths that occur with nature versus science. If I am supposed to, I understand that I should go with my feelings, but sometimes my feelings are a little bit clouded because of the evidence surrounding the two areas. Moving forward, is there one particular path that's more appropriate than the other, or is it more of a synergizing of the two paths? That's something I've been thinking about as well.
This is a very good topic of conversation. We see it as nature versus technology, not science per se, but science served by technology. What we also see is a pattern on this planet of humanity repeating the choices that were erroneous, the mistakes they made when the human species survived or was lost in Atlantis. It's the same pattern of allowing technology to separate humans away from nature. You are part of nature, so you cannot be separate from nature. Artificial intelligence has no life. Artificial intelligence is an energy that's just in a mental field, and a mental field has no feeling state. It has no cellular response and no physical totality. So, if you ever have a choice, always the choice and the path you should take is the one that your heart leads you to, and your heart will always lead you towards nature. The confusion comes because you feel uncomfortable around certain things that are occurring and you don't know what to do with them. You don't have to be involved in a fight per se, but you do have to speak up when you feel something is inappropriate. You have to speak up and say, no, I don't support this. I choose something different. And the more people who choose to turn towards supporting nature and move away from artificial intelligence and technologies that are separate from nature, the more that's going to tip the balance of what's occurring on this planet. The planet knows how to take care of herself, obviously. Nature will always win. But that doesn't mean that the human species may not be wiped out and eradicate itself simply because so many people are choosing technology over nature. That is a possibility. What we see happening is the duality that you speak of, causing a greater and greater split on the planet, so that virtually there are two planets, two realities, a splitting of dimensions, so to speak. The one that is moving away from nature, the one where people are moving away from social interaction and feeling states of love, trust, joy, harmony, all of those things, and moving instead towards detached or emotions only, anger, greed, fear, sadness, those things that are emotions. Emotions, as you probably already know from listening to us previously, are really signposts to show each human who has an emotion how he or she is out of balance. So if emotions become the norm of the day for those who are turning towards intelligence and they don't pay any attention to what the emotions are trying to teach them, then they become separated entirely from the natural feeling state of love, joy, trust, and compassion. You can already see it in children around you who are being socialized to use internet or cell phones rather than having eye-to-eye contact and human interaction. So the species is at a choice point of choosing technology or nature. Each individual makes their own choice, of course, but the collective has a choice as well. And what's going to happen is that you will be, in the energy that you are, knowing what is right, you will be extending the power of your vibratory energy, your vibration, to influence others around you. That doesn't mean you will change their minds, but it means that they will feel different when they are in your presence. And being able to simply feel different lets them know there's a possibility for another choice. So you don't really have to do anything, you have to simply be who you are. There is a split that is occurring. It is happening on many, many levels. And you may at times feel that you are alone because others do not understand what you know to be the real truth, the whole truth, the truth that you are energy, the truth that you are all connected through energy to Source, to us, to all beings of love and light, and that the only way to become separate is by the choice to be separate, through competition, greed, selfishness, and turning off your natural feeling state through technology. So you are living in a time that is most interesting for the collective of the planet. But you're here at this time on purpose because you are a very old soul. And bringing what you know and the truth that you resonate with into the battle area where these energies are conflicting with one another makes a bigger difference than you are aware of. One of the reasons you're not sleeping is because your brain is being adapted and adjusted to be able to be more involved with the evolution of those humans who wish to become more connected to love and light. So you aren't sleeping on purpose. It may be uncomfortable at times, but you don't have to rely upon sleep as you have been conditioned to as your only way of rest. You can restore yourself in a number of other ways. Taking a walk in nature is restorative. Connecting with someone that you feel very resonant with is restorative. Meditating, allowing yourself to go strictly into the void with no thoughts and no connection to anything, but total connection to everything, is very restorative. So your brain is being altered to allow you to withstand whatever challenges are coming on the planet so that your vibration can be maintained while you're doing the work that you will need to be doing. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yes.
And again, everything you're saying is just aligning perfectly with what I'm already feeling in my heart, but I've not quite been able to extract yet into a thought. So that's great.
That's the beauty of our being able to work with you, because all answers and all wisdom is already in your heart. But sometimes humans, because of the conditioning and what you are taught, have a difficult time in finding that wisdom. So when you're able to connect with us and feel our stardust energetically and listen to our perspective, it's like inserting a key into the lock, and you can reach in and find exactly what you need to move forward. This is our great delight. We would help every person on the planet if they were so inclined to look into their shadows and try to find the light and the wisdom that exists within their own hearts.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are there other topics that you would wish to spend time talking about?
I think I think that's all at this point in time. I did what we've talked about is pretty much all that's on my mind and confusing me at this point. Possibly if there's something else that comes up in the future, I may be able to contact again. But at this point in time, I just really feel quite happy with what you've told me already.
Yes, of course. We will honor that because you need space to be able to integrate what you have been experiencing and what we have shared. And you know your own saturation point, so you know when you've had enough. We are just so pleased to be in your company, and we enjoy your energy so much that we are delighted to be with you. And of course, any time that you decide you would like to connect with us again, you simply need to contact Pia and Cullen, and we will make it happen. You also may call on us as you have already been doing energetically, and we will continue to sprinkle stardust over you and help you to reach the understandings that you need. You are part of our family now, Daniel, and we will be beside you whatever you go through, because you are here for purpose, and we are grateful that you are having the courage to be on the planet at this time and to allow your vibration to help in the ascension process. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We love you. Good always.
I love you